So I'm sitting here thinking, what can I talk about in this vlog? And I've come to the conclusion that I can't talk about anything. I mean, there's boring things going on in my life which aren't necessarily boring to me. School, work, interviews, hanging out with friends. I mean, all that stuff is interesting to me. But I don't think it's interesting to anybody else. My roommates think I should bring back Vlog 365, try it again for next year, because last year, or this year rather, I didn't really keep up with it. I think I got through maybe a little over half of the year, and then I just kind of fell out of it, because life took over. And I thought maybe I could pick a topic, try and keep up with current events, current news, current happenings on the YouTube world, but I don't know, I just feel like I would lose track of what's going on in my life. On the other hand, I could just sit here and ramble on about needless things, nonsense, and hope that somebody watches it and talks to me. That sounds terrible. That sounds pathetic almost. I don't know, maybe I just long for human interaction, for some thought-stimulating conversations. I mean, my best friends and acquaintances, we talk, but I don't know, I don't feel like it's enough. You got a whole lot of interesting things going on in the world, yet I don't talk about any of it. Technology, world stuff. I mean, I could talk about it, but I mean, it just feels like I'm just talking to myself. I don't know, maybe the vlogging thing ain't for me anymore. I mean, my vlogs before, I had something to talk about because all I wanted to do was complain. Complain about my stepdad, or complain about living, and complain about anything. I mean, it's all I did. I don't complain anymore. I mean, I complain, but not as much as I used to. Is that a sign of me growing up? Is that a sign of me becoming more and more boring? I do things in my life that, I don't know, that have some kind of weight on my future. The little things and big things, school, job, interviews, getting over my fear of spiders. If some of you that follow me are friends with me on Facebook, you know that, or you don't, that I have a pet spider. His name is Frankie. My roommate Justin caught him, wanted to wanted to show him to me, just to kind of freak me out. And it did. It freaked me out a bit. But then I decided, why not do something about it? So I kept him. He's got a little bit bigger. I put a cricket in there. Well, he caught a cricket, and I put it in there, and he still hasn't found it yet. The cricket's like slippery. He's always getting out of tight spots. Like, I was fooling around with him, trying to get him to move, and he would jump, and he'd get caught in the web, and then just quickly shimmy his way out of it. But eventually, I was going to today, I was going to clean out his cage so I can put him isolated with the cricket so then he'll eat. But it rained earlier, and it's wet outside, and I really don't want to mess with it. So yeah. But most of you all know that I work at GameStop. Completely change the subject. Sorry to just go off on a tangent, but some of you might not know that I work at GameStop, which is a gaming store if you don't know. And I thought it would be amazing, which it's okay for the most part, but I haven't really had much time for gaming. I mean, there was a couple new games that came out not too long ago, and I was able to play them. One of them I really liked. The other one I didn't really like as much, although I did love it. Beyond Two Souls and The Last of Us. I was able to play those two. I loved Beyond Two Souls. The game is phenomenal. But as I said before, I have an interview. Oh, excuse me. Interviews are a part of my life now, and I have my second interview today. And it's for a company called Staples. Staples is kind of like an office store where you can buy office supplies, and they also have some tech there. But yeah, it's not that I don't enjoy GameStop, but technically I am seasonal help, which means that I am expendable after the upcoming Christmas, after Christmas. We also have the consoles coming out, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And don't ask me which side I'm on, because right now I'm on neither. I love the Sony PlayStation, I love the Xbox, but like I said, gaming's just not that prominent in my life. But yeah, I need something with more hours, of slightly more pay, but yeah, so interviews, school. I got about 4 weeks left in school for this semester, and then I start a second semester, which definitely looking forward to because I have more interesting classes next semester instead of the boring 8-week first-year seminar and then my boring lecture microcomputer class that's just basically no work, no homework, just sit there and listen to the instructor talk. Oh man, that guy has got so many stories. And then my math class, which I'm terrible at math, so of course I'm in like some pre-algebra class that, is for low level. That they freaking teach like way more advanced stuff in high school now. Just makes me feel 10 times worse. But next semester I'll have some better classes, more advanced, and hopefully it'll be a little bit more interesting. I'm also a member of the campus activities board, and I'm not very proactive in that. But that's mainly because I don't have a car. So hopefully in the near future I'll get a car, and I'll be able to drive around in places I want to go. If I'm making decent money, I'll be able to go out and do stuff. Then maybe I can pick up vlogging again. On a constant basis, rather, since I'm vlogging right now. I haven't had really much time to play guitar, although I do want to write some new music eventually. I picked up smoking again. I know it's terrible for me. Don't tell me. And it's expensive. But I don't know. I feel like I'm under a lot of stress, and I don't know, it just calms me. Calms the nerves, the nerve endings. Times like this where I just get so bored, I don't know what to do. Everything's just boring. The weather hasn't been helping because I really want to go out for a walk. But as I said earlier, it was raining, so I can't really walk out in that stuff unless I, bundle up. See, this is boring to me. I feel like I'm just boring you guys to tears. You want to hear me talk about something interesting, I watched the Philly DeFranco show, the Phil DeFranco show. I'm sure some of y'all know of him. And, he talks about interesting stuff, but the only thing that I could really talk about is this hit and run, where this person, I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but this person is in an SUV type car, and they drive into one car, I think it's a police car, and then they try and back out real quick, and then they hit another car, and then They go forward and hit another car, and then back up, and then try and go between two cars, and it just plows into both of them. People are just retarded. But see, that's all I got. That's all I can say about that. I don't know. Maybe it's just right now my thought process isn't as advanced as I wish it to be. Because I'm sure I can think of something after I finish this vlog. I'll be like, oh, I should have said that, you know? Oh, I should have said this. I should have made that point. It's just not there. But, I don't know. Like I said, maybe in the future, I'll pick up vlogging on a more constant basis. But until then, hit me up on Skype. If you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I've posted on there with my Skype username. Come talk to me. I miss your faces. Hopefully soon we'll be getting internet. Because as of right now, all I have is my phone. And I use my phone as a mobile hotspot. And the speeds suck. And I definitely can't do a live chat, a live stream using these speeds. So yeah. In the near future, maybe, I'll start doing live chats. I'll get to talk to you guys. But until then, I'll catch you guys at a different time. Peace.